Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Lumine Golf Resort and I'm here on the Ruins course. I found myself middle of fairway, which isn't always a given, so I'm going to see if I can capitalise on this opportunity. One thing I want to choose from a shot like this is what the height of the shot is going to look like. And I'm about 105 yards away from the flag that's just behind me there. And I'm looking at three options. Do I go middle ball flight, low ball flight or high ball flight? Now really, what you want to happen is the golf course forces you to choose one of those. Don't be picking one just at random. So I'm letting the golf course choose my option. I'm 105 yards away from that flag. The pin is so close over the top of that flag, it's unreal. So I've got to hit this high because I want to stop it quickly. But I'm also going to show you how to play it medium height and also low height. If you ever think about low height, certainly on a wedge shot like this, it's typically when the shot's into wind. You want to try and knock that ball lower to keep it out of the wind, or there is a further back pin position and you don't want the ball floating in too much and you want to kind of skip it to the back of the green. I'll show you the middle flight first, the medium flighted 105 yard wedge shot, or just a wedge shot in general. This covers all wedge shots, and if I'm honest, it covers all iron shots. It's just that I'm doing it on here because I find with a wedge you can actually see the majority of the difference of the height. So when I'm looking at playing a middle wedge height shot, middle height wedge shot, is that I don't want to manipulate the loft of this golf club too much. I don't want to take too much loft off and I don't want to add too much loft either. So this is a gap wedge, 52-degree wedge. And for a middle lofted shot, middle height shot, is I probably want to bring this down to maybe 50 degrees minimum. As I set up to the golf ball, I'm aiming to do a couple of things on this then. I don't want the ball to be back in my stance because that's going to reduce the loft. Too far forward in my stance, that's going to increase the loft. I want this absolutely in the middle of my stance. The other factor I would definitely consider is where this shaft wants to sit. Lower, we're going to lean that forward. Further higher, we're going to lean it straight or even further back. I don't want either of those. I'm just going to lean the shaft forward a touch, and this is just a basic pitch shot. Then the speed of the swing and the length of the swing is going to stay how I want to hit that shot. So for me, it's almost a 3/4 to 11 o'clock swing position and all the way through. And I'm not going to try and manipulate my hand position after the shot. And bear with me for these two because I'll show you how that will differ. So middle height of a shot. I'm not going to try and do anything special with this, just a normal gap wedge shot. Very middle flighted shot, and that's, if I'm honest, that's going to stop relatively quick because I made good contact and I'm using decent golf balls. So that would have stopped relatively quick, but I'd sometimes want to get the ball to stop quicker, much quicker, certainly in that pin position. Now there's no wind here now, so it's perfect opportunity. I want to get this going super, super high. So this time now I'm not going to look at de-lofting the club too much. I want to maximize height. I could go more club, but I've got to hit it really hard. I don't really want to do that. I still want to stay controlled. So as I set up to the golf ball this time for a high flighted golf shot, I'm going to look at popping the ball position slightly in front of center so that I don't minimize the loft. And I'm then going to get this shaft staying unbelievably level. And this is presetting the shaft level. If I go shaft forward, that's all well and good at the setup, but I want to also impact with the shaft forward to hit it lower. We don't want to do that now with the high shot. I've got shaft level. I'm going to look at hitting the golf ball with the shaft level. And then my last tip on this is get the feeling and the sensation that on the way through your hands finish really high. And that helps with a more shallower angle of attack. You maintain the loft and you get this ball high. Do not do this into wind because the ball will not go anywhere, I promise you. So the high flighted gap wedge, ball just in front of stance, shaft more level. I'm going to hit this normal speed but finish with really high hands. Considerably higher and pretty good for that pin spot. I needed that. I'm noticing here as well the divot on that was way more shallow. As I came through the ball more upwards with my hands and the ball position further forward, I didn't get the shaft leaning forward and digging into the ground too much. The last shot I'm going to play is the low one. And the low one is definitely not advised for a shot like this. This pin is only 3 or 4 yards on the green, it really is. I would only play a low one if I'm now heavily into wind, which it's not if I'm honest, so I'm going to play it anyway. Or if the pin was right at the back, I'm going to play that low one in so that the ball kind of lands maybe 3/4 of the way up the green and then hops and skips forward. I would always, as best you can, let the golf course force you to hit this shot, the low one. I think the low one's got the highest variations and the most high tariff. Definitely most high tariff. What we're going to do this time is we're going to de-loft. We don't want loft. We're going to take loft off this. And this is just a presetting of the loft taking off, shaft forward. I'm placing the ball not right foot, but certainly more towards the right of my stance, back in my stance. And this time on the way through, I'm going to encourage more. I don't really want to hit super down because that's not going to optimize the strike. But I'm going to finish with hands much lower, much lower and much more around. That's going to help minimize the shaft flick and catch up as I hit through the shot. So I'm going to be able to actually hit this way lower. Ball position back, shaft preset forward. I'm going to finish with my hands lower around my body and really just try and keep that shaft forward without digging in the ground. Completely different ball flight. That was half as high as the high one and probably half as high compared to the middle one again. Divot was way deeper because I'm getting that shaft more forward. But what I'm trying to do there is not actively dig into the ground too hard, because the fear with that is that club's not going to come out. And that for me on that shot is why that's so high tariff. I find that such a high tariff shot. When the shaft is forward, we're taking loft off. So I'll probably turn that 52 into a 46. But then if we dig in too much and the club gets stuck, you've just got to strike it unbelievably well. So 3 very different shots, even though I've gone for the same pin. But as I said before, let the golf course force you to hit certain shots. I would never in a million years play the low one for that front pin position because the ball's not going to stop quick enough. I'd play the high one, no problem, probably play the medium one. Pin at the back, into wind, okay, now we've got the low one in there. All I'm trying to give you the tools of varying a shot like this up. That is so important, having the skill set to varying the changeability of trajectory, the height. Guys, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, hit thumbs up, comment below. Which one do you like of those shots? Which one do you generally favour? Is it middle, high or low? Let's go up, have a look at the green and see those 3 shots because they were pretty good if I'm honest. Thanks for watching, guys. If you're new to my channel, hit the red button down here in the corner. It's free to do and it keeps you connected to my channel. Thanks to Lumine for bringing the beautiful golf course and the beautiful weather. Loads more videos coming. Okay, so we get down to the green and we got 3 shots. We have, this was the pin I was talking about. I told you I didn't have much room from there to here. That is the high shot. So you can see there, landed, I'm not quite sure where it landed. I think I've already, might have even landed off the green, but that's where it's finished, the high shot. See how I needed that height to get it to stop. This one up here is a medium shot. So that was the medium flight. Great for a middle pin position, but not great for a front pin position. And then the one that's gone all the way down here, it's a great shot, but no way was I getting close to that front pin from there. So that is the low shot, and it's just going to go down this way. So if the pin was at the back, low shot was perfect. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.